Collaboration. Collaboration achieves greater goals. So for some of you, this is about working with others, something you've worked on to work with others. For some of you, this is about a happy family, home life, or community. Interesting. Cleansing came out in reverse. Cleanse your mind and spirit, remove negative energy. So it being in reverse is telling me that you have been working on that. You've been cycling out of old energy to step into some kind of collaboration or family unit or harmony. Harmony is the beautiful melody in relationships. So you can be in harmony with others. Get one more oracle. Awareness. Maintain awareness, be present in every moment. It's a beautiful card. To become more aware. Yeah, let's leave that there. Okay. Sure, you can come out. What is that? Yeah, you're done resting, whoever you are. That is the Four of Air. So, swords. You have meditated long enough on something. Seems like you've been working on yourself for a while. Justice at the bottom. And on the split, Five of Fire in reverse. So, some kind of justice you received through this fight that you went through. Queen of Wands. It made you very attractive, overcoming these burdens or obstacles. Nine of Water. Personal wish fulfillment, still on the bottom. It's pretty. Four of Wands. High Priestess trying to pop out. Something you know about. Three of Air. We'll take that. Two of Earth. Juggling something. The Tower. Juggling something while in a tower. Oh, that sounds like a great old time. Kind of like being in an earthquake. I'm not wishing that on anybody, so, let's not go there. High of Fire and the Empress. Interesting. High is the Page of Wands. You want to communicate something to an Empress, it seems, or communicate about your Empress status. Something you have learned to become more whole, more nurtured, more comfortable, some kind of new path. This could be what you want to communicate here with the Eight of Wands or Eight of Fire. I am working on getting the glare better for those of you watching the video version. Yeah, there's something you want to communicate about this new beginning. Okay. The Sun in reverse. Ways that you have not been happy before. High of Earth with the Ten of Earth. Okay, so investments from beginning to end, because Ten of Pentacles is like ultimate wish fulfillment, tons of abundance, right? Very lush. And this is something that didn't make you very happy. You put a lot of work into something. And of course, we were talking about the emotional, the spiritual, the mental, all that. But it's more than that. It seems like for some of you, you may have only focused on manifesting the tangible, the physical, right? Maybe you were just very focused on building your career and something about it didn't make you very happy. What do we have to say about that? Yeah, again, the Queen of Wands. You're able to create your own reality. You're really good at whatever you do. You shine at it. Other people recognize you. Again, very attractive, very charismatic, very fiery. So it seems like you did focus on some kind of career path, that is what I'm getting. The Hermit, yeah, or some kind of study. Again, mastery of self could also be a huge factor here, right? And if you master the self, you're going to become an empress and an emperor, the highest ranking energies in the tarot, next to, of course, the spiritual authorities above them. So that's a mastery of the divine feminine. And if the emperor comes out, that's a mastery of the divine masculine. Eight of Earth. Yes, you have done the work. I love it when the cards come out exactly as I say them. We have 888 at the bottom here, which is infinite possibilities, abundance. It also rules the eighth house, which is ruled by Pluto, which rules Scorpio. I don't typically call out zodiac signs because this isn't sign specific, but if I am talking about a certain energy that I see, I will bring it up. And if it applies to you, by all means, apply it. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, you're very financially stable. You have a comfortable life you've been building. And if this doesn't apply to you, that's okay. It may not be your message, but we're going to see where we go with this. Four of Cups. For me, I feel like that's for one, emotional stability too. Some kind of group of friends that you can hang out with. This particular version. Let me get this. Looks like taking a break, having tea, hanging out with friends or family. But the absence of actual people in this card kind of tells me that it's like you're kind of waiting for your tribe. Yeah, Three of Pentacles. Working together, collaborating with others. We pulled the collaboration card, right? Where was it? Right here. Okay. So it's possible, like, while, I mean, you were in hermit mode, we have the Hermit here. While you were studying, while you were mastering yourself, and it seems like your finances and other things, you've kind of been wondering where your soul tribe is, and that could be in any facet. I mean, Ten of Cups doesn't necessarily have to be a physical family or union, but it typically is. But it's whatever you consider your happily ever after, right? Temperance, exactly. What gives you balance? We were talking about harmony, right? Kind of environment, what kind of people, or you found temperance in this process. You've also found a higher power, or you are a spiritual teacher yourself, a spiritual guide, some kind of higher spiritual authority for some of you. The Hierophant. You really built yourself up to something. You've created some kind of hierarchy and system for yourself, and you've done really well, it seems. Hello. Adelita of Water, Knight of Cups. But you want to offer your cup of love. I think you're just, it seems like you may be, whoever these people are that I'm reading for right now, Seems like you could be just waiting for the last pieces to fall in. It's like you went out and accomplished what you set to accomplish. Wow, 10 of Wands. You put in a lot of effort and a lot of work. Look at that. Let's see if we can get that on there. A lot of effort. It was a labor of love, because usually the 10 of Wands is like a a huge burden. It's not very comfortable, and it's after a lot of struggle. King of Air, Curandera of Air, King of Swords. What is this about, Spirit? Adelita of Earth. So Yucca, or Yucca, excuse me if I pronounce that wrong. This deck has a bunch of different herbs on it. For those of you catching the ASMR version, I always share in the community blog pictures of the cards that kind of tell the story, So that's Knight, yes, Knight of Pentacles. It's been taking you a long time to communicate something because you've been very strategic. Again, using that systematic way of being, I'm sensing for some of you. Yeah, Haya of Air. You've been watching, you've been waiting. Again, studying for some of you. You could be studying a situation, you could be studying another craft, you could be studying a person, you could be studying a job opportunity. Ace of Pentacles, you've been studying some kind of huge opportunity. It's a blessing from Spirit, most likely a material and spiritual one. That's yeah, that's definitely something to study. Your ultimate foundation, I'm hearing for some of you, because you were very focused on the 10 of Pentacles. You're talking about that not making you very happy, and I wonder if it's having to do with sharing it with others. I mean, we did get collaborations, and that could be friends, that could be romantic, it could be anything really. Tell me more about the Ace of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, Spirit's saying for some of you it's definitely love, because they just gave you an Ace of Cups, an Ace of Water. It's also about loving yourself. I mean, we have two aces right after each other. And this has been all about like learning to love yourself, create some kind of stability, and Spirit helped you accomplish this. For some of you, this is past energy where you may have already received the blessings, and that's why you want to share it with others, it seems. I'm hearing for some of you. And for some of you, you're coming into this because of the hard work you've done. It just depends on what timeline you're on as to if you've received your blessing or not. Either way, if you have done this work on yourself, it is a blessing. It's a blessing to yourself and to others. Yeah, and you've got out of your head about it. We have the Eight of Swords here, and it was in reverse. So you opened the gate, you walked through, you closed the gate behind you, and let things be as they are meant to be. You see these huge weeds coming up out of the ground. It's like just leaving things behind. I'm getting a little bit of Eight of Cups energy with this as well. And again, now we have all eights here. So 8888, look up the angel number. It might have significance to you. That is also about ultimate abundance in every aspect that you could think of. Infinite possibilities. And we were talking about the 8th house earlier. Interesting. We were talking about Pluto energies, which is transformation. It's also hidden. It's the occult. It's the taboo. It's the deep. We just got justice in reverse. There's two streams coming in here. I'm getting, for some of you, you are waiting for your justice to be served, or someone has just received their justice. I don't know what that means for each and every one of you. I would have to do a personal reading in order to go deeper in that, but I can just pull one card here. Mother of Earth, Madre of Earth. That's Queen of Pentacles. For some of you, becoming this stable, comfortable person has made it to where you can be generous to others. Therefore, you have brought balance to the scales of justice for others, possibly by changing your behavior and becoming a more stable, graceful, nurturing person. And for some of you, you went through this journey and it made you into this person who has this stability that wasn't there before, and now you can offer it to others. Maybe you didn't feel like you had anything to offer before. And for some of you, the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups could be what you want to offer another, and Spirit is giving that. Let's look into this Ten of Cups a little more, which is ruled by Red Clover, by the way. Okay. Tell me more about the Ten of Cups, Spirit. Well, it's something you've been planning on with the Two of Fire or Two of Wands. It's something you knew you had to choose which path to take, right? And it looks like you are getting ready to plant some seeds to like set your intentions. And we just